This is the Lotus Emeya. Think of it as a 4-door GT that's also electric. Now this comes after the Lotus Electra, which is the electric SUV from Lotus. And these two cars literally are the volume drivers for the brand, instead of the usual 2-door sports cars that we're so used to from Lotus. So let's look at this in greater detail. Now what we have here are really sticky Pirelli P0R tires. So it's a statement of intent that this is no ordinary luxury saloon, but one that can demonstrate Lotus handling abilities. Now as part of the Lotus Dynamic Handling Pack, this Emeya comes with rear wheel steer, which sharpens the handling by quite a fair bit. Now this is an optional extra. This beautiful paintwork called Fire Glow Orange deserves special mention because under the sun, like it is today, it has a depth of character and sophistication that is really very special. One of the more interesting features of the Emeya are these grills right here. So they are active, and I can show you a short video right now on how it works. Now in the daytime, you can't really see the lighting effects of the car, but it's really an outstanding feature. So again, I'll insert a video and you can see how it looks like. If you have not seen the new generation of Lotus cars, well, you'll be very taken aback by the interior because it's so minimalist, it's so modern, but not just that, the build quality is incredible. And for a small volume manufacturer, you really wonder how they have done this. And even the technology is amazing. So the screen works very well, it's smooth, it's slick, it's easy to use. And even the design is so minimalist, but it all works very well. Just one complaint though is the steering wheel controls can be a bit confusing. So they work as a joystick, and even to adjust your side mirrors, for example, you have to use the controls on the steering wheel. So that does get a little bit iffy. But really smart that they have pedals on the left and right. So the pedals on the left is to adjust the regen, and the pedals on the right is to adjust the drive modes. So this works very well. So overall, the usability is a mixed bag, but as a whole, this is a very impressive effort from Lotus. You would intuitively think this is possibly a Porsche Taycan competitor, but I would think differently because firstly, there's a lot more legroom in this car, especially for the rear seats, and not just legroom but also headroom as well. So this feels like altogether almost like an S-Class in terms of size. And you do get quite a bit of toys to play with. So you have a rear screen where you can toggle audio and other settings. Overall, it feels like a very large car actually. And for the money, it's actually quite competitive for its segment. Now, a really cool feature I want to show you is this panoramic sunroof. It may look like a normal sunroof, but check this out. You can choose to adjust the opacity of different areas of the sunroof. I think the other point to note is that if you were to specify a Porsche Taycan to this level of luxury, I'm talking about Napa leather and all the toys that you get in the interior, you will have a more expensive car than the Emeya. And the Emeya is a bigger car to begin with. Now, thanks to the Emeya being a fastback, there's actually plenty of space here, and to load stuff is a cinch. So this is a huge plus for practicality. You don't get a huge amount of space in the front, but at least you have a little compartment here to put a small bag. To appreciate the Emeya, you just have to use a slightly different lens to what you usually use for Lotus. And you have to see this car as a luxury GT for 4 people that's exceptionally practical and very well built, and for a reasonable price as well compared to its competitors in the market. Now it is fast and it handles very well, no doubt about that, but it may leave you a little cold on the emotion front. So you just have to mentally prepare yourself that this is not exactly the Exige or the Elise, or for discussion's sake, even the Emira. This is a totally different car. Now, if this is going to save the future of Lotus and it's going to bring in the cash for Lotus to survive for the long term, I'm all for it. Equipped with air suspension, the car is very comfortable, even when equipped with the Pirelli P0R tires. And the whole experience is just refined, it's quiet, it's reasonably competent on the road, handles well, it goes fast. For all the qualities you're looking for in a luxury car, the Emeya ticks the right boxes, no doubt. This is a stunning achievement from Lotus. Honestly, they pulled it off. They made a 4-door GT, they made an SUV, and they are very good products. As to whether they are true Lotuses, well, you have to think a bit differently.